Some betrayals hit you like a slap in the face, but others burn so deeply you never forget the exact moment your heart shatters. This was one of those moments. I hadn't planned on going to that party. I wasn't even on the guest list. It was just a random Friday night, and I was exhausted from work, ready to spend the evening curled up with Netflix and takeout. Then my phone buzzed, Mia, my best friend, urging me to come out. Don't be such a hermit, Alina. This party is huge. You need to live a little. I almost said no. Almost. But something stopped me. I remembered Nathan, my boyfriend of 2 years, had told me he'd be working late. Something about his tone earlier didn't sit right. My gut tightened. I grabbed my jacket, suspicion sparking in my chest. The party was chaos when I arrived. Music thumped so loud I felt it in my ribs. Strangers laughed, red cups in their hands, the air thick with the smell of beer and sweat. I felt out of place as I pushed through the crowd, scanning faces. Then I saw him, Nathan, and not just Nathan with her. She was perched on his lap like she belonged there, her hand tracing slow circles on his chest. His lips hovered near hers, closer than they'd ever been to anyone but me. For a second, I thought I was imagining it. My body froze, nails digging into my palms as I whispered, "This isn't happening." But it was. Nathan turned his head slightly and saw me. I watched the blood drain from his face. He shoved the girl, a tall brunette in a glittery dress, off his lap like she had suddenly become toxic. "Alina, what are you doing here?" he stammered, like I was the one intruding, like I was the one caught doing something wrong. "What am I doing here?" I shot back, voice trembling but sharp. "Better question. What the hell are you doing?" The girl rolled her eyes and stood up. I'm going to go," she said, snatching her purse. She didn't look guilty, just annoyed, like I'd interrupted something casual, forgettable. Nathan grabbed my wrist and pulled me toward the kitchen, away from the stares of strangers now witnessing my humiliation. "Alina, it's not what it looks like," he began, his voice shaking. "Oh, I'm sorry." I snapped. It looked like my boyfriend was about to kiss another woman. "Is that not what I just saw?" He ran his hands through his hair, pacing like he wanted to break something. "It's complicated." "Okay, she's nobody." I was drunk. I didn't mean anything by it. I let out a bitter laugh. "You don't mean anything by cheating on me?" "It wasn't cheating," he shouted. "We didn't do anything." "Not yet," I said quietly, my chest rising and falling fast. "But you would have. You know it, and I know it." We stood there in silence, the muffled sound of the party behind the kitchen door. Then I saw it, the flicker in his eyes. Not guilt, not regret, just annoyance. That's when I knew. He wasn't sorry for what he'd done. He was just sorry he got caught. I grabbed my bag and turned to leave. "Alina, wait," he pleaded. "Please don't walk out. It was a mistake." I paused at the doorframe. "You don't make mistakes like that with someone you love," I said, and I walked out. I didn't cry that night. I thought I would, but instead, I felt numb, like my body had locked the pain away so I wouldn't fall apart. I went straight to Mia's apartment. She opened the door in pajamas, eyes wide when she saw my face. "What happened?" she asked, but I didn't answer. I just walked in, sat on the couch, and stared at the wall like a ghost. When I finally told her, she was furious. "I told you something was off with him," she said. "You deserve so much better, Alina." But some part of me still wanted to hear Nathan's side. That's the cruelest thing about betrayal, when the person who breaks your heart is the only one you want to hear from. The next day, Nathan blew up my phone. Messages poured in. "Please let me explain. She means nothing. I was drunk. I love you." I ignored them all. But by Sunday, my anger began to morph into something else. Curiosity. Who was she? I didn't have to wonder long. On Monday, I got a message on Instagram from her. "Hey, I didn't know you were his girlfriend. He told me he was single. Just wanted you to know the truth." She attached a photo. Nathan's arm was around her shoulders, both smiling like a couple in love. My stomach dropped. I typed back with shaking hands. "How long have you known him?" She replied fast. "Almost 3 months. He said he broke up with his ex-guest at you." 3 months. While he was holding my hand, planning weekend getaways, whispering promises in the dark, he was with her too. All the late nights, the missed calls, they all made sense now. When Nathan showed up at my door that evening, I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just held up my phone with her messages on the screen. 3 months. I asked, voice cold. He looked at the screen, then at me. Alina, I don't. Don't. I cut him off. Don't you dare say you love me. Don't say you were drunk. Don't say she's nobody. He stood there, silent, the weight of everything between us pressing down like a storm. Finally, he sighed. Okay, I screwed up. I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to lose you. You lost me the second you lied. I said. My hands trembled, but I wouldn't let him see me break. Leave. He tried to argue, to reach for me, but I slammed the door in his face. That night, I blocked his number. I deleted every photo, every message, every piece of him. Still, I couldn't stop replaying that moment. Walking into the party, seeing her on his lap. Betrayal has a way of branding itself into your memory. I remember the exact shade of her dress, the way he smiled at her, the crack of my own heart echoing in my ears. But it didn't destroy me. It built me. A week later, I went to another party. Not the same house, but the same scene. Same energy. Mia dragged me along. But this time, I didn't feel hollow. I felt strong. I realized I didn't need Nathan. I didn't need closure or apologies or guilt. Sometimes the best revenge isn't shouting or crying. It's walking into a room, head high, heart whole, knowing you survived. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Love should never be a battlefield where you're the only one fighting.